What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. Little off center there. How are we doing? We are here today, gathered at 6:30 p.m. Eastern on the dot, as always, to rip off a Best Ball Mania draft on Underdog Fantasy. We've been doing it every Monday. I'm waiting to get logged into Underdog here. We've been doing it every single Monday. $25 to enter. $1.5 million to first place. How are we doing? We got Bindles calling me a lax bro. I was telling Bindles on Twitter, man. Lacrosse is by far the best. Lacrosse was the best sport. Was my best sport, is what I'm trying to say here. But we're gonna hop into a Best Ball Mania draft here. Let's not waste any more time. Also, make sure you check out Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code RON. They'll match your first deposit up to $250. They'll match half of your deposit. So if you deposit $100, they'll match $50. If you deposit $500, they'll match up to $250 on that first deposit. When you use promo code RON, you can find the link in the description and the live chat right now. You click it, take it on Underdog Fantasy. It'll use promo code RON. It'll match your first deposit up to $250. And you also get a special pick'em, not this one, but this one. We have Caitlin Clark. I believe that this game tips off at 7 p.m. So this is one you have to get in very quickly here, but you can get a higher than 0.5 points on Caitlin Clark. Of course, she's going to smash that. And then you can go up to, I want to say that they have now 8. So it used to be up to 5 in the pick'em. Now you can do 8, get more prizes, higher payouts from that. Now, with that being said, if anyone wants to hop in here, you can. We're going to press enter, and boom. All right, we have 5 more spots. So if anybody wants to hop in here, you absolutely can. Now let's see what's up with the people, man. Who do we got in here? Say what's up. Leave a like on the stream. It helps me out a ton. We were on Overzet stream earlier today. Was running ever so slightly late. Had a great time over there. All right, so damn, the 10 spot. Damn. All right, so let's pop this out and get this set up to where we need it to be. Man, the 10 spot's not fun this year, man. It is not fun. I think that there's like a nice tier of like 9 that I actually feel good drafting. I'll get this Caitlin Clark thing out of the way in a second here. Don't worry about it. We'll just put this here for just a second. Once we get this first round underway, we'll get the Caitlin Clark special out of the way. I just can't help but look at my absolute queen above me in this box here. But we got Among Us in here. What's going on? We got Brock in the mix. We got Ted. We got JSC. What's up? How are we doing? We're doing good. Changed out of, I was in a tank top earlier because Pete was trying to out-alpha me on his own show, and I just couldn't let it happen. Currently in line at CVS trying to return crutches. What's really good? Yo, what's up, man? We're living life. We got Among Us in here. What's up? We got Toronto Dave, the Mandem. Who else we got? We got James in here. What's up? Filonini. Who the heck is Filonini? What do we got? I finally got into one of these. Hell yeah, man. Just got Brooks in the mid-second of my rookie draft. Oh, yeah. Do you feel comfortable with drafting Devin Achan and Anthony Richardson at their current price? I do. I would say I do. I don't think either of them are too expensive. We got Rowan in here. Probably just one. But we'll see where the night takes us. You shoot me as a guy who was really good at basketball. I was pretty damn good. I played for the, I was like a bench warmer on the high school team. But that means I would give, 90% of kids buckets back in the day. Nothing too crazy off the top. We got CeeDee Lamb at 1, then McCaffrey. I was actually talking with Pete today. It seems like CeeDee Lamb is going off the board more and more at number 1. And if you just kind of stand by and always take McCaffrey at 1 and always take CeeDee Lamb at 2, you're going to probably end up with more McCaffrey than CeeDee Lamb. So I do want to make a conceited effort to take more McCaffrey, take more CeeDee Lamb at this 101 spot. Because I don't want to head into the season without a ton of CeeDee Lamb. I would like to have at least, 1 divided by 12 is like 8%. I'd like to have like 10% of CeeDee Lamb, which right now I don't think I'm on track. Also, yeah, this 10 spot sucks, man. It sucks. We almost got bailed out by this guy going Garrett Wilson. We could have maybe gotten a Breece Hall to fall to us at 10. And this is just kind of where the tier break is for me. I'll go A.J. Brown here. I'm not crazy about it, but I do think that he is a tier above the other guys as a talent. Was an absolute monster last year. I get that we have reservations about Jalen Hurts and potentially a run-first offense, but A.J. Brown being good at football is almost always a constant. If we could get Gibbs to come back here, I would actually be crazy about that. Not going to hold my breath, though. Who do we have still available? Okay. What's Renegades of Funk going to do here? Isn't that like a lyric? Wow, we're going to get Gibbs to come. Okay, so this is actually a sweet start. I'm stoked about that. Gibbs, to me, is like this last player in this tier. Like, I would have A.J. Brown, Puka, then Gibbs, and then a huge tier break to like your Olave, Devontae, Harrison, all the way through like London, Nico Collins, Deebo Samuel. So this is actually probably one of the better starts you can do when you get sort of slotted into this back half of the draft. Because again, I was complaining about it. We got a nice value there. So I'll absolutely take that. Could Caitlin Clark play in the NFL if she was on roids? Potentially, but no. We got Gabe Davis in here, a.k.a. Derek. What's up? We got to hoop sometime, Ron. I'm a shooter. Okay. I will say I'm pretty washed these days, man. I'm pretty washed. My pro comparison would probably be like, man, it's tough. It depends on how good the players are that I'm playing with, man. Because if you're not very good, I can look like Jokic, but if you are pretty good, I kind of look like a Plumlee brother. Is kind of my range here. We got Eric Trigo in the 2 spot. We got Chris Diaz in here. What's up? You said you like the 111 best? I can't get there, man. I can't get there. To me, there's a very clear tier at the top from Lamb, McCaffrey, Tyreek, Chase, St. Brown, Jefferson, Bijan, Breece. That top 8, and then from there, you have like another mini tier of like Wilson, Brown, Puka, Gibbs. And then for me, at least, after those 4, you're looking at just this crazy flat tier where, yeah, you have like Malik Neighbors going here, which isn't even that crazy. I love Malik Neighbors. He's an early third. Everybody from like Devontae Adams, Ayuk, Nico Collins, Diggs, whatever you want to say. It's a very flat tier, is what I'm trying to say here. Could you dunk, though? I've never... Look, man, I'm 6'3" for nothing, man. I could never dunk in an indoor, like, regulation 10-foot hoop, but I've dunked on, like, outdoor hoops that are probably, like, a touch under 10 foot. That's where we're at. Man. Don't judge me. Could Ron beat Caitlin? No, I couldn't. There's no way. Mr. June. Some are saying Mr. June. I'm trying to see if anything else is really... Oh, dude, 3rd round Devin Achan's actually sexy, man. And if Herb T is in the chat, you're going to have to talk me into Kyron over Waddle, Saquon, Collins, Achan. I can't get there. I actually think Waddle and Achan are fine 2nd round picks. So this is actually... Shout out... Oh, man. Jared Hunsinger is actually... This is actually a really nice start, man. Tyreek, Waddle, Achan is actually a really, really nice start. I'm jealous. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that team this morning with Pete stunk. Yeah, it wasn't my best work. It was not my best work. I'm like 6'4". I'm 6'3" on a good day. You follow any of the alt football leagues? I don't. I know that UFL just now has like underdog representation or like exclusive partnership with Underdog. I've only like I am aware that Akeem Butler won Offensive Player of the Year and then lost to Wade Phillips' team very recently, and that there's like a championship coming up soon, but that's about the extent of my knowledge. I think that's especially true in stream lobbies, though. Yeah, I've been following the channel for like 2 years. Thanks for all you do. You've helped me build a lot of great teams. Hell yeah, dude. I love Ryan Ripkowski. That's a name that I definitely recognize. Trying to see. That's a great price on Deebo as well. Deebo's I think Deebo's ADP is probably like 20. Got some crazy values coming off the board here. Let me see. You guys can't really see. But what is Debo? So Debo gets picked here at 28. Yeah, his ADP is 21.1. So that's pretty sweet for that guy. All right, so now we're on the board here. I hate everything that's available. We have Brown, we have Gibbs. We are going to go Hurts and stack A.J. Brown to Hurts and then see what comes back to us here. I'll explain why in a second. In our Devy League, which teams are you liking so far other than yours? I don't know. I haven't spent a ton of time looking around. I think probably, I think Jacobs is looking pretty good. Why do wide receivers escape like water? Wait, what the hell did you just say? Why do wide receivers escape like water? JSC, you're going to have to explain yourself first. Why do wide receivers escape like water? Also, why do people stack a lot in this format? Not that I'm against those things. Just want to know why. Just because weekly ceiling is so important. And you figure, right, so I just stacked Jalen Hurts to A.J. Brown. You figure if A.J. Brown has a 30-point week, that Jalen Hurts probably has a really good week as well. And you want all of your guys firing on all cylinders at the same time so that you're not, splitting the difference, if that makes sense. All right, Renegades Funk took Trey McBride. I was holding my breath hoping that, because to me, there's a huge tier break. I mean, you could talk me into Laporta because we had the Detroit thing. I would feel really weak at wide receiver, though. Yeah, I'm going to take T. I'm going to take T, and we'll figure out tight end later. You could have talked me into Laporta there. That would have been like 8 picks past ADP, 7 picks past ADP. But I don't know. T. Higgins felt too good there. I think it was a toss-up. But I think that we will like the 2v2 of like, whatever tight end that might be here. Like, it'd be like T and Pitts versus Laporta like McLaurin, I'm just not a fan. I'm not a massive fan of the wide receivers in this 5th round area. And we'll kind of see what comes back to us. First time watching and first time in a draft. Hell yeah, man. Which one? I can't really say that I can spot which team you are. I've been meaning to mess around Olave Adams 1-2, but not in the BBM yet. I can't say. I haven't been trying to get too weird. I think guys like Overzet have been talking about it, but you never know what the prices are going to be like in, August. So you don't want to galaxy brain yourself too hard. I'm actually pulling up the Week 17 schedule as we speak here. Just to kind of, just to get a good feeling of what I'm looking at here. I almost have it all memorized. Full PPR, 12-man league. Who would you take at 105? Probably one of Jefferson or Chase. Ron, do you see the new tool? I didn't see the tool, but I saw that he was previewing it in his Discord, Pat Crane. Let me know what that is. Fuck spot 9. Why? What's wrong with him? I want to hear your take on Gibbs over Jonathan Taylor. I just think JT doesn't have the pass-catching upside of Gibbs, and there's a lot of goal line looks that are going to be sort of cannibalized by Anthony Richardson, is kind of my thoughts there. Gibbs can score more points. He's not going to, or he can catch more passes to score more points, and then he can also not get vultured by a scrambling quarterback on the goal line. I know that there is David Montgomery there, but I think that it won't be. He still paid off last year, even with Montgomery there. Had an A.J. Brown Gibbs start earlier, pretty sweet. Oh yeah, it's a nice spot. Ron's pro comp is John Morant. For one play every year, Mason Plumlee is goated. That's essentially me, man. How would you rank the top 8? It would be McCaffrey, Lamb, Tyreek, Jefferson, Chase, Brees, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Bijan. I actually have, I just dropped them today on the Patreon, patreon.com/Ron Stewart. I just did my first top 150 underdog rankings. You can literally take my rankings, upload them straight to underdog. I should need to do that myself after this stream. Won't be many Olave Adams teams. That's fair, but I think that, neither of those guys are guys that I'd want to take in the first round is kind of my biggest holdup. Like those are both like, like 13, 14 point per game guys in half PPR. You really got to hit on something late in that spot. All right, I'm gonna scroll down a little bit because I'm definitely behind. We got Jeremy Showman in here, absolute OG. Let's see. All right, let me scroll down. Okay, so of course I'm like way behind on the chat. Happens all the time. So let's see what's coming back here. And it's a bummer that we can't really take advantage of this falling Mahomes. Can't take advantage of a falling Mahomes. I'm gonna take Pitts and see what comes back to us. That's kind of what I've decided on. Got 4 picks between us and the next guy. You said you'd rather push Hurts to the 4th. Yeah, that's fine. I just didn't really have somebody among those 4 receivers that I really liked, right? Like Tank Dell, Kupp, Pittman, and T. Higgins. I had them all in the same tier, so I was kind of gambling. Olave Adams is week 17. That makes sense, but I think the thing is, Derek, I think because they both play in week 17, I think that there's going to be a lot more Olave Adams than you'd think. Like I think plenty of people are probably going to try and get weird with that at the 12 spot, but who knows? We'll see. Especially in BBM, like towards the end, people are going to get weird. I would love to have Xavier Worthy. So let's do that. I was actually kind of hoping that someone took Xavier Worthy so I could justify a Godwin pick there. But yeah, we'll take Worthy. Why not? 6th round Worthy makes sense. I think that Godwin's one of the best clicks on the board, though. I will say that. It's hard to pass. It's hard to pass up on Worthy for Godwin. Real ones hate spot 9. Yeah, spot 9 is garbage. Thoughts on McBride as the first tight end off the board, in your opinion? I mean, he went first off the board in this draft. It usually doesn't, but I'm not the biggest fan. I'd much rather, I don't know. I'd much rather go Andrews Kelsey over Laporta McBride. That's just kind of my preference. Especially McBride is kind of, I think last year was more of a PPR guy where he had over 80 catches. In half PPR, that's not as sexy. I don't know how many touchdowns that Cardinals offense is going to score. I don't know. He could probably pay off and be fine. I'm just not crazy about taking him as the tight end 1. But I could hear an argument for it. Feel Saquon and Henry are easy fades. Am I wrong? I'm fading both myself. Yeah, Saquon's tough. I just think with the tush push and Jalen Hurts in general, it's going to be tough for him to produce just because we need touchdowns and pass catching for Saquon, and Hurts sort of hurts both of that. Now, of course, best offense of his life that he's been a part of, probably best offensive line of his life that he's been a part of, so he can definitely pay off. It's just tough to see him. He just doesn't have the crazy gap the field upside that, not we're in a time here where maybe 5 running backs have that upside, but it's something that you'd like to have if you're drafting a running back in the 2nd round. And then Derrick Henry's probably fine, especially in half PPR. I don't find myself taking him a ton just because, he goes here. I'd rather have Allen, Diggs, Flowers, Hurts, Dell, Kupp, Pittman, T. And then you could talk me into Derrick Henry, as like this 3-4 turn guy. But there is definitely a chance that he scores like 20 touchdowns and gaps the field. Like that's definitely in his bag. So there's the tool that Karain dropped. It's a Fantasy Pros draft assistant. It's based off leg up ranks and integrated into the tab. Ranks based on stacks. I'll have to try that out. I'm trying to see. Okay, yeah. I think that we're doing well. Nothing really stands out in this draft right now that seems all that odd. How's the I am curious how the Miami stack guy is doing here. I think he might have screwed it up. I hate to say it. He goes Tyreek, Waddle, Achane, ETN, Richardson, Kamara. I think that this should have been a wide receiver here. I do. I'm always fine with the Richardson pick. I understand that he probably buried the lead too soon at wide receiver, but what do I know? I will say I'm trying to. Pete, I was talking with Pete. He wants me to upload more of these as a podcast, and I probably will. But he wants me to service the audio listeners. We went AJ Brown first, then Gibbs, then Jalen Hurts, then T Higgins, then Kyle Pitts, then Xavier Worthy. A nice little balanced build. We already have tight ends. We have wide receivers. 3 wide receivers, a quarterback, a tight end, and a running back. Super balanced build here through 6 rounds. Pacheco in the 5th. Yeah, Pacheco in the 5th is nice. I've actually been coming around on Pacheco a ton. Should get into CFL? I don't know, man. I do not know. Get the field goal post out of the damn end zone, man. I hate to yuck on your yum, Pills Bandy Doughboy. I really do, but get the damn uprights out of the end zone, man. I'm honestly partly joking. It's just tough, man. It's tough. You know, I get my football fix, NFL, college football. Until then, I've been rocking out with hockey, and NBA, and I've honestly been having a blast with both of them. So for me here, I'm gonna take Christian Watson just because he's a pretty clear tier break ahead of these other wide receivers. Like after Christian Watson goes, I'm not the biggest JMO fan. I mean, you could talk me into Jameson Williams because we have Gibbs and some Detroit correlation here. But after that, man, it's like Sutton and then Curtis Samuel. Like it all falls off a cliff. And all of these running backs start to get pretty interesting. So I'd rather just take Watson here and see what comes back to us on the other side of this turn here. Yeah, and there goes Jameson Williams. I actually kind of think that Jameson Williams is starting to become a defensible pick. 7th round does feel a little bit rich there. Said you would have taken Laporta, but the Avalanche is avalanching right now. Yeah, you could have talked me into it. Again, that 2v2 is probably like T and Pitts versus Laporta Worthy. I don't know. I think it's close. You could have talked me into it. They have a connection cut out? Oh, you had a connection cut out. Okay. And you did not mean to take Mahomes. Well, you probably got him at a good value. No, that's fair. I took a bit of a gamble. If he went T, I would have been in a rough spot. All right, so we have Gibbs. Who the hell does Detroit play? Week 17, San Fran. So we have Ramondre, Brooks, Swift. Like we have a lot of good running back options to pick from as our second running back here. I'm gonna go Ramondre. I've started to come around on Ramondre more and more. Yeah, give me Ramondre. You could have talked me into Jonathan Brooks. I think all of them are good options there, but I don't know. If we had a stronger running back build where I could kind of wait for Brooks to come on towards the end of the year, I would have been open to it, but I would like some steady production. So we do go Ramondre Stevenson there. I've started to come around on him. It seems like I saw like a report on Twitter like he's going to get an extension soon here. Not that I care a ton about that kind of thing with a running back, but it seems like they like him. I'm sort of high on this New England offense regardless. Catches passes. Wasn't great last year, but also was banged up a little bit. And you had this weird Zeke thing. He has Gibson as competition, but Ramondre is actually a pretty good pick this year, I think, especially in the 8th round. What else we got? Yeah, that's the issue. Henry could like get hurt, fall off, whatever. But there's I don't hate this idea from JSC here. Like there's a chance that Derrick Henry plays all 17 games and he scores 18 touchdowns, you know, and then he crushes everybody. So I've still been mixing him in, you know. You said Derrick Henry at 306 is what we call a crime, folks. Yeah, I think that 306. I mean, what pick is that? 30. Yeah, I mean that's actually ahead of ADP. But it's tough. Henry's gonna be an interesting one, fellas. Where I'm curious, like. It's going to be really interesting when we start doing those boomer drafts on FFPC and NFFC and we do home league drafts. Like Derrick Henry, like in my home league, I think Derrick Henry will be a late second. I do. Like half PPR home leagues, it wouldn't shock me at all. Said 3 is dead. Yeah, sadly 3 kind of screwed up his team here. I mean, he's if he kind of cuts us off at like 4 to 5 running backs and he can make up some ground at wide receiver here in these next few rounds, he can definitely figure it out. But after that start, he definitely fumbled a little bit. Because Tyreek Waddle Achane is one of the sexiest starts I've seen. But, you know, to land that plane, folks, it's a different beast. You're a class act, Ron? Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Class act. I don't think I've gotten that one ever. Ron, you know what, man? You're a class act. I don't think I've ever told somebody that. Lamar RB1 on the Ravens. We've seen Lamar go nuclear and like dusty ass Mark Ingram also go nuclear. Lamar's not going to score all the rushing touchdowns. There's no way. Gotten shares of Henry in the fourth. Yeah, I try to mix in Henry. He's not somebody that you want. He's not somebody I want to zero. He's definitely not a target of mine, but he's not 0% Derrick Henry is probably a dangerous bet. We got Caleb in here. What's up, Caleb? Was my pick of Kelsey at the 6'11 in our startup terrible, decent, or nah, man, you're crazy? It's a good pick, man. I actually was talking with Flet trying to trade up to 6'12 to take Kelsey myself. So, you know, I'm not gonna pull a James and say you sniped me, but I definitely had my eyes on Kelsey. So, I would say a good pick, man. Kelsey is someone that should have gone in the 5th round. People are just scared to compete in this dynasty league. That's what I'll say. We got Genji in here. What's up? But how are we feeling about the team so far, man? We have Brown, Gibbs, Hurts, T, Pitts, Worthy, Watson, Ramondre. I feel pretty flexible. I don't really feel like I'm forced into anything here. All right, so this is going to be the pick 106. We have Hurts. We can take a running back here. I don't feel super like we have 4 wide receivers through 9. I don't have any interest in these other receivers still on the board. You could talk. I love Bowers. I really do. It might be overkill because we already have Pitts, though. Huh. I'm going to go Javonte here. And we'll take another running back. It doesn't feel super sexy. It does not feel super sexy. I'm kind of looking through what we can do here. We're a little bit boxed out at this turn. But I have an idea. Everybody just bear with me. I think that was kind of dumb. I don't know. I was looking at Bowers. I was looking at Tyjae Spears. I was looking at Javonte. I'm sort of starting to come around on Javonte. I'm not crazy about him. Again, I was looking at Bowers, but I don't know that I need Bowers or Njoku when we already have Pitts. Like, we're already kind of making the bet on Pitts. Let's see. I'm curious what we get on the other side here. We have Philly, Detroit. Could talk me into Njoku, like 11 picks past his ADP here. What do you got, Renegades of Funk? Josh Palmer. Man, you could talk me into Njoku. You could talk me into Tyjae Spears here. But I don't want to get locked out at receiver. Actually, no. I'm gonna say fuck it. Take Spears. I was pretty ready to just take A.D. Mitchell there, but I'm gonna take Spears. I know 4 wide receivers through 10 rounds doesn't feel great. I think that's probably fine. I know Chris Diaz watches a lot of the Overzet and stuff. I can't remember if Overzet was saying today if you want 5 through 10 or 4 through 10 or 6 through 10. Maybe we're a little bit light at receiver, but I'm fine kind of hammering home some running backs there. I don't know. I was debating A.D. Mitchell pretty heavy there. I didn't want to reach like 15 picks up on Dontavion Wicks or whatever. There's a ton of receivers I like in this like round 11 through 15 range. So I think we're going to be able to make up ground there. We already have A.J. Brown at the top. I think we're going to be all right. I think we will. I'm trying to think too. I mean, this is going to be like a hero RB team. We can take like 1 or 2 more running backs on this team. Absolute tops. Wait a goddamn minute, man. Wait a goddamn minute. JSC, man. Did you just say Justin Herbert and QJ I feel like could be a nice little discount stack? And then we go ahead and we say JT Sanders over Brock Bowers. I'm requesting that JSC gets drug tested. I don't know. I don't know what has to happen from one of the admins in chat, but I'm gonna need JSC to get drug tested because this. I almost have to take off my glasses to even JT Sanders over Brock Bowers. I can't get there, my boy. I think Quentin Johnson is toast. As much I love Quentin Johnson, but he's toast. And JT Sanders. I don't know that JT Sanders outscores Tommy Tremble in fantasy points this year. You can put that one down. But no, it's all good and fun. I mean, it's June. We're spouting off takes here, man. Proudly said by someone investing in QJ. Pete says 5, but not a hard rule. That makes sense. 5 wide receivers to 8 is a good rule of thumb. Yeah, I like that as well. It's just there. It's like, I don't know. I could have taken A.D. Mitchell, but there's such a flat tier. Like, I didn't think I had to take A.D. Mitchell there. I don't know that A.D. Mitchell saves this team, even though as much as I love A.D. Mitchell. How many rookie running backs have had a 12% plus target share? What are you trying to prove, Genji? I know you're asking that rhetorically. I think a little Shrek turd in this range is fine. Wait, what the hell did you just say? But I'm a piss boy every draft. Oh, I see what you're saying. So 3 straight greens, we're calling that a Shrek turd? Come on, man. I've been sniped like 7 times and had 2 auto draft because of bad connections. This has been how to flush $25. You said you took Mahomes? Yeah, you definitely got Mahomes at a discount, right? I'm too high for this, is you? That's actually hilarious. What's the problem with this team, man? This team looks fine. Dude. Only 3 running backs. That's fine. You got Laporta at value. Unstacked Mahomes can work. You got options. This team is not dead, man. That team is not dead. I can tell you that much. JT Sanders over Brock Bowers, such a June take. Yeah, man, that's cannot get there. But I love the conviction. Is kind of how I will say that. Tyjae Spears, is that the plane crashing or is that the plane doing well? I can't tell. Or is that landing the plane? I can't tell if that's a crash. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at with that emoji. So what do you think is your best and worst move in the Devy? I don't know. It's tough to say off the top of my head. I would say the only thing I don't love is just making it so you don't have any picks between like round 4 and 10 when you kind of want some depth in that format. Let's see. So it's going to be pick 130 here. Damn. I was really hoping for Goddard, man. I really wanted Goddard there. God damn it, man. Okay. Alrighty. We got sniped. Alright. I'm going to take Freiermuth just because I love Freiermuth. Yeah, okay. So Freiermuth and Pitts. Now we're done at tight end. And then we'll see what comes back around for us. We got fucked on wide receiver there. I would have really liked Goddard there. I'm too high for this. Killed me. We got sniped. Downs would have been nice here. Wicks would have been nice. Xavier Legette. God damn. People are just taking players way above ADP. Not giving a hoot. Xavier Legette. Yeah, dude. I mean, what's that? 16 picks ahead of ADP there. All right. I wonder if he's using the Ron Stewart rankings. Because I do have... I really should have loaded them in before I clicked go live, huh? We're going to have to reach on a receiver here. I'm not crazy about it, but it's what it is. What do you got, Renegades of Funk? I feel like is that a Rage Against the Machine lyric? Renegades of Funk? One of the old heads in chat. Let me know. One of the old heads. All right, we're going to take Jalen Polk here. What? He goes pick 146. Yeah, like 10 picks ahead of ADP. Kind of have to bend to the will of the draft room here. I think that we're fine. God, that fucking dude, that Goddard snipe hurt. That hurt. What are we looking for? Does Ron have aura, bro? I'll go aura for aura with anybody right now, including your daughter, Angel. I'll go aura for aura right now. That shit's so funny to me, dude. Like, I know what aura is, but the meme of it is crazy, dude. Like the meme where you like bump into somebody, now they have minus 1,000 aura. I don't know, man. I think I know I'm only 23 and I'm a young head, bro. But when I see the aura shit, I think you guys might be passing me by with the aura shit. I do find it hilarious, but I also don't fully understand it. What else we got? Rashi Rice in round 7 when he should be a round 2 pick is incredible. Oh, it's super nice, dude. I've really come around that Rashi Rice is maybe the best button press in all of drafts right now. I took my first Bo Melton, dude. Bo Melton is really fun. You got boxed out on Love? Huh. I would have said, like, Bo Melton for me, if I had Jordan Love, is a really nice round 18 pick. I think the plane is taking off. He had a 12% target share. Oh, I see. Does Ron... Okay, I just read that. CJ Stroud over Josh Allen. Jeez. All right, so JSC. You're gonna have to piss for me, man. I'm gonna need the drug test. There's just no other way around it. I'm not high on Devontae Adams this year. Devontae Adams is so tough, man, because I really think that he's still top 10 receiver in the NFL easy. I don't think that he's washed, but last year he was like top 5 in expected points per game, and his quarterbacks let him down, and it's going to be the same story this year. He's going to be frustrating, but it's going to be pretty clear that he's still a good quarterback. They're going to want to run the ball as well, so it's like the ultimate like tough archetype where he's like old, and that's always concerning, and then also like a bad situation. But then I also think that he's still a good player, so it's tough. Goddard was a panic pick because I got sniped on Eckler. God damn it, man. I would have loved him. Worthy Muth, week 17. Yes. I love that. Is Green Hunt still in Cleveland? He might be. Said it's still a song of theirs. That makes sense. Rage Against the Machine. The more I get older, I've seen people shit on Spotify recently, but I like Spotify because it recommends new music to me. I definitely know, what is it? Everyone knows Bulls on Parade, but I've been recommended more stuff from Rage Against the Machine, and they're pretty cool. What else? I'm gonna say age as you though, so I don't know. It was a dumb pick. No, it's fine, man. It's fine. I'm just trolling. I'll go order. Damn it. Yo, don't keep a tally of my aura, man. Worry about your own aura, boss. I don't need anybody giving me minus 200 aura. That shit is so funny, dude. I don't know what it is about it. All right, so let's see. We're behind that wide receiver. We need another we need another quarterback soon here. We're gonna take Jermaine Burton. I think that he's a fun high upside dart throw. So this is gonna be like a classic 2-5-9-2 hero RB build. Is what I've actually decided now. Yeah, I think that's exactly what this is gonna be. 2-5-9-2. We can wait on quarterback for a while if we need to. Yeah. All right. So this is we're gonna land this plane just fine, fellas. Let's see what else is on the board. I hate to say it, Derek just took Darnell Mooney. Darnell Mooney's not a bad pick at all. When you look at how he projects, and in a best ball format, like you can look. I don't shoot the messenger. Don't give me minus any aura for gassing up Darnell Mooney. But Darnell Mooney's not a bad, like he's a defensible pick in best ball leagues. I think he is. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna take another. We're done at tight end. Wow, Malachi Corley, that's a good pick. Man, I haven't been taking a lot of Roman Wilson. I'm not crazy about it, man. I am not crazy about it. I'm going to take Bateman here. I'm going to take Bateman. We should be starting to think about some Week 17 stuff where we have Hurts. We need, like, one Dallas player would be cool. But I don't think that we're going to have an opportunity to. We're not going to be able to get one of the running backs that I feel good about. Yeah, we're looking at, like, last round Jalen Tolbert. And then we could also use, in terms of like, so Drake May would be one, and then find a way to get maybe a Chargers thing going there. Trying to think of what else we can kind of stack. Bo Nix, I mean, we have Javonte. It's not like the craziest or the clearest, Week 17 correlation, but I wouldn't hate it. Let's see. Brown, T, Worthy, Watson, Polk. Yeah, so we're really looking at Drake May, Levis if we want it, Bo Nix if we want it. Those are kind of the three. And then Pittsburgh too if we want to get crazy with like a Fields. All right. That was just me kind of figuring out what direction we're going here. God damn it. I will say, I was trying to come up for Travis Kelce, so I'll probably not trying to come up anymore. But I haven't looked at the entire board. But I would say now that Kelce and Saquon are gone, I'm probably going to stay put. I don't understand. Yo, chill. Dude, 23. Dude, 23. Some of you guys in the chat call me Unk sometimes, dude. It's bullshit. Bucks out on the receivers with love for Melton. Oh, I see it. QJ in round 12, let's all just point and laugh. Blood and hair test. You are the old Ted here. Yo, chill. Yo, chill. You said Rage Against the Machine, Evil Empire is the album to listen to. I like that call. What else are we looking at? It's done because both my tight ends have the same buy. Yeah, you'll be all right, man. Yo, chill. Rowan, chill. The workhorse RB on the Chargers will finish top 10 at the position. Who's it going to be, though? I want to say, on that Darnell Mooney take, I want to say Mike Clay has him projected pretty high. I know that everyone's not crazy about Mike Clay. I mean, Mike Clay is my GOAT. Let's see. Somebody was saying that he has Darnell Mooney projected pretty high. And that's in an offense with Bijan, London, and Pitts. I mean, what? He's going to be out there in 2 wide receiver sets, Darnell Mooney, right? Yeah, dude, he has him as his wide receiver 47. Like, that's not bad at all. He has him in a 15-game sample, so you can kind of bump up these numbers a little bit, but 56 catches, 818 yards, and 7 touchdowns. High ADOT player. I mean, that's going to work in best ball, man. That's going to work. I can't say that I've been drafting a ton of Darnell Mooney, but he went from someone that I wasn't even really looking at on the board to someone that in the 14th round, especially if you have like Atlanta, Washington correlation, I think he makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I'm not sure who the workhorse is going to be on the Chargers. I mean, he might not even be on that roster as we speak now. Burton over Mooney is questionable in my opinion. Nah. I think that Burton's upside is nice. Not stacking Wilson to Muth. Nah. Skipped week 17 correlation with Xavier Worthy for Bateman plus 300 aura. We don't like Bateman, chat? Dude, I'm all in on Bateman again, fellas. I am. It's just what it is, man. It's just what it is. We're in on him again. I'm buying into the idea that he was hurt. So let's think. We got to keep stacking receivers here. We have to think about quarterback in a little bit. Wow, Ray Davis way past his ADP here. All right, we're going to take Ray Davis, and that'll be our last running back. I mean, I could have saved our last running back slot for a correlated piece, but if you're going to be me Ray Davis at pick 178 when his ADP is 157, literally 20 picks past his ADP, I will smile and oblige is kind of all I can say there. That might have been dumb, though. We'll see. We'll see what comes back. Deshaun Watson's going to be interesting as well. I don't think we have any Cleveland correlation, but we could definitely do like Deshaun, Elijah Moore, Deshaun, Jamari Thrash if we wanted to get really weird. Let's see. What do you got, Renegades of Funk? So I know who I'd really like here. Yeah, the thing is, even if May doesn't make it back to us, we're going to have other outs. I think I would rather take Javon Baker here, rookie upside. And if we miss out on the May stack, which is possible, we can always just go with Fields or like Bo Nix. So that's what we'll do. We'll go with Javon Baker here. I don't know if you guys are going to be crazy about that pick, but the way we're going. I guess we'll just make ourselves smaller here. Live orb meter on the side would do numbers. That's what I've been saying, man. Dude, that would just be crazy. Bo Nix could be a potential. Yeah, I guess I don't mind offensive rookie of the year if you want to say that. Love him in real life for us Ravens, just doesn't really translate to fantasy. No, you just wait, Rowan. It will pay off. At no point do we pick Bo Melton at best 5th or 6th passing option. No, we pick Bo Melton on teams where we have Minnesota or Green Bay correlation. 18th round Bo Melton plays. At least in my mind, it does. Losing money on Bateman 3 years in a row is plus 1,000 aura. That's what I've been saying. When's this NHL game tip off tonight? Look, fellas, we got 90 of you in here. I'll put it like this. We have 90 of you in here. If we can just get to a modest 50 likes on this stream right now, just a modest 50 likes of this stream, this would be just half of you hitting the like button. We will run up one more BBM for the people, by the people. If you guys have 50 likes by the time we wrap up this draft, I will run up another one. So that is an offer on the table. Just know that. Because I honestly have time to kill. I don't really have anything to do until this hockey game starts. So if you guys want to run up another one, I'm down. How's everyone in Atlanta scoring points with Bijan scoring 500 this year? I mean, they got Zach Robinson there. It should be a functional offense, you know. Don't feel bad about Unk status. I'll be 29 in August, and I've been an uncle for 24 years. Good Lord. My opinion, Kyle Pitts should never be going ahead of George Kittle, honestly. I guess that's fine. You have 43% Mooney? Jeez, dude. Konami Vidal. When the Ravens get inside the 5, how many times will they throw versus run? That's a good question. A good philosophical question to kind of pose there. As a Ravens fan, I got to ride with Bateman. Need that Lamar connection to show this year. It's going to be a lot of fun when the Chargers take Ollie Gordon at pick 18 in the 2025 draft. I could see it. Yeah, that's what I think. Like, I still, man, I would be shocked if they don't make a move for, you know, a Herbert, an Elijah Mitchell, something of that caliber. Bateman has burned me enough. He stinks. That's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that. Have you heard I only saw Connor Rogers tweet about him. That's the only thing that I've seen on this Rutgers running back. Avoid Deshaun Watson. He sucks. I guess. The thing is though, like the third target on a run first team is still probably fine. I don't think that that's a dead pick. Is Deshaun Watson going to stare me in the face? Yeah. So I'm taking Deshaun Watson here, fellas. I'm sorry. I don't want to. I'm not crazy about it. I don't think that we even have any Week 17 correlation with Cleveland playing Miami. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we have to take Deshaun here. I mean, I'm sorry. I would have loved to take May, but if you guys are going to give me Deshaun Watson at pick 202, look at this. His ADP is 163, and I get him at pick 202 in a Best Ball Mania draft. That's just going to have to happen. And we will just take, I don't know, we'll just take one of these guys here and see what we can get. We're at 41 likes, fellas. 9 more likes. 9 more likes, and I will run up another one. I will. On everything. Puck drop. You guys get what I'm saying. Come on, man. Come on, man. Chill. NHL puck drop. You know, come on. You know what I'm saying. Also, the Cowboys are taking Jonty in round 1 in 2025. It's going to happen. You think so? I wonder if we'll see a running back go round 1 next year. It's a really good running back class, but that might be like, oh, there's so many. Why take one in round 1? We're going to go Elijah Moore here. I'm not crazy about Elijah Moore. We just needed something to kind of stack to Deshaun Watson, so why not? We'll take Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore in the 18th round. You can definitely do worse than that. That was 45 likes. We have 80 plus people in here. I hate to beg for likes. You guys know I hate to beg for likes. Just get me to 50 and I'll shut up about it. I don't really even care if we hit 50, but let's hit 50. I'm blessing you guys with a second draft here. Kyle Monangai. I can't say I'm familiar with this game. You're willing to draft Bateman in the event you have Lamar and Bateman falls past ADP. I'm willing to draft Bateman in any event is kind of where I'm at. Aguilar was decent last year for stretches, but that's about it. Let's see. BBM Stewart Part 2. Yeah. 2 more likes, and we'll run that up. Gordon, Junkins, Genti, all first-round talents. Henderson, however, is not. I mean, Henderson's freshman year is crazy, man. Which draft are you doing next? Probably just another BBM, unless if you guys beg me to do something else. All right, we hit 50 likes. All right, we're just gonna waste no time, fellas. We're gonna waste no time. You know, you guys might want me to hop into a poodle or something. I could definitely see that being the case. For anybody out there, remember, poodle's out there, $7 to join. Make sure you use Underdog, my promo code on Underdog Fantasy, promo code Ron. They'll match your first deposit up to $250. You click the link in the description or the comment section or the live chat right now. It'll take you to Underdog Fantasy. It'll use promo code Ron. It'll match your first deposit up to $250, and you'll have a special pick'em line in the lobby waiting for you. And you can hop in. These poodles are going to fill very quickly, but I am trying to get my BBMs in order here. So we're going to do one more BBM to cap off the night. Because, again, you know, I had time to kill before puck drop. Puck drop for all of you, you know, puck heads out there. Waiting for 7 people. So if anyone wants to hop in here, you're going to have time. Nothing else to really go over with this last team. I'll service the audio listeners here because why not? And I decided, you know, I was watching Pete Overzet. You know, Pete inspired me today. That guy wakes up at he goes on stream at 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. 4 hours, 4 drafts, 3 different guests. So who am I to just hop out of here after 1 draft? I can't promise that we'll do this every single week, but I had some time to kill today, so why not hop into another one of these? But we ran this draft: A.J. Brown, Gibbs, Jalen Hurts. So we stacked A.J. Brown to Hurts, T. Higgins, Kyle Pitts, Xavier Worthy, Christian Watson, Ramondre Stevenson, Javonte, Tyjae Spears. Definitely could have talked me into maybe going wide receiver with one of these picks. Like maybe instead of Spears, we go A.D. Mitchell. But I'm not all that upset about it. We go Freiermuth, Jalen Polk, Jermaine Burton, Rashad Bateman, Ray Davis, Javon Baker, Deshaun Watson, Elijah Moore for a very vanilla. What the hell's going on here? For a very vanilla. Can I show the freaking team, man? So that was our 17th Best Ball Mania draft. For a very vanilla 2592. I like it. Wide receivers maybe a little bit weak, but I think we did, you know, we got A.J. Brown and T. Higgins at the top to kind of anchor us down here. I think it's a good team. I would have liked more Week 17 correlation. We have no Dallas to Philly, and we have no, what the hell does Cleveland play? Miami. We have no Miami on the other side of Cleveland, and we have no Dallas on the other side of Philly. But outside of that, everything else, I think that's a pretty well put together team. We do have some mini like Cincinnati versus Denver with Javonte here. So we have, you know, we got a little bit. We got something going on. Let's hop into this draft here. Starts now. Oh, we got the 4th spot. That's sweet. We got Derek in this draft. Let me know if any of you guys are also in this draft again. I know that we had some people from the first one in the chat here. All right. Let's get situated here. I do appreciate all the love, fellas. I appreciate you guys in the chat because, you know, if you guys weren't in the chat, you know, asking questions, following along, I'd probably just hop out of here because sometimes it can get stale. But you guys are good today, supplying me with the gas I need, docking my aura where you see fit, which is just complete bullshit. But yeah, man, I appreciate everyone that's out here. Thanks for the likes. Again, I don't beg for likes nearly ever. But you know, to run up a second stream, I feel that I can ask for likes to get to the second stream. But what else we got? Let me catch up with the chat in a second here. So what else we got? Sean Watson and Elijah Moore. Come on, man. Come on, dude. I got backed into it, man. Just chill. All right, so we're actually on the clock here. And we are going to go with... Give me Tyreek. I've actually decided I'm going to load in my... ranking. So bear with me for a second here, just because I kind of just want to test it out. So for anyone that doesn't know, you know, it's June. I'm not going to say, hey, go sign up for my Patreon. This is really just for the sickos out there. if you want to load in my redraft rankings, again, these are super, super early redraft rankings, okay? They're super, super early. A lot is going to change, but like my very, very early redraft rankings, I just did my top 150 over on the Patreon, patreon.com/Ron Stewart, and I have it so that you can upload it straight to Underdog Fantasy and have these ranks loaded straight in. So I'm going to do that right now. Upload. Boom. All right, so now we're good to go. So now my top 150 is loaded into Underdog, which is pretty cool. All right, so now I'll show this on the screen. Just I didn't. You guys don't need to see my my Google Sheets and all of that. But we went with off the top, Tyreek Hill. You could have talked me into Justin Jefferson. I have to be honest, I don't have a firm stance on those top receivers at the top. If you wanted to talk me into, this guy took Chase wide receiver 1. If you want to talk me into Chase wide receiver 1, if you want to talk me into Tyreek wide receiver 1, CeeDee Lamb wide receiver 1, Jefferson wide receiver 1, but I'm very comfortable that these 4 are the top 4 guys this year when it comes to receiver, and I would have a small tier break to Amon-Ra, at least in half PPR, which is this format. So what else we got in here? Do a poodle. People wanted me to do a poodle. Maybe I should have done a poodle. Y'all got me getting some buyer's remorse here. Next year's RB class will be the best class since 2017. I kind of like that. How do you feel about Jacobs versus Pacheco? I really struggle with all the mid-round running backs. For right now, I lean Jacobs in that debate. But the more I think about it, the more I like Pacheco. I don't know if Jacobs, it's tough. Jacobs is tough because he could return to his 2022 form, or he could just be as bad as he was last year. Marshawn Lloyd could work into his workload. So I don't mind the call of Pacheco over Jacobs. I have them literally back to back in my rankings currently. Wow, damn! Now we got the rankings all loaded in here. You guys can see Waddle's our next best player. Adams is the top of the list in terms of ADP. Let's go Waddle. Yeah, we'll go Waddle next to Tyreek. I don't really think that does, I don't know. I don't really think that Waddle Tyreek really does much for us. But why not? Why not? I don't really think that it's going to be a rare pairing, or I don't know that it really is that great. But we've seen Waddle and Tyreek. I think that your biggest reason to even put them together is just because their weekly ceilings are 2 of the highest in the NFL, regardless of them being on the same team. And I kind of do like the idea of just having one or the other. Or maybe like Tyreek gives you a 40 bomb in week 15. Maybe Waddle gives you like a 35 bomb in week 17. And you kind of string together the top wide receiver scoring down the stretch of a season. So Trayvon Henderson's going round 3. Stop drafting him. I don't think he's going round 3. We'll see. Lots of pedigree. Good first year. We got Shug, BTW. You're in here. I can't tell which one you are. Let me know where you guys are picking from. The only team that I recognize is Debo. Missed, you got in the one with someone here. Oh, okay. I check out once the Bruins get knocked out in the first second round. You missed the lobby. Tyjae Spears is feeding families. Yeah, I've been loving Tyjae Spears. I was talking about it with Pete today. I would literally take Tyjae Spears over Tony Pollard straight up if the market forced me to do so. Miami plays Cleveland in the first or last round, so that's not really anything we have to worry about here. Let's see. My best ranked player is Metcalf. You have Devontae Smith up there. Let's go Metcalf, man. I'm actually kind of excited for Metcalf. That's why I have him ranked. Not really aggressively, I wouldn't say. But Metcalf, every year he gets so close to putting it together, like between. Sometimes he'll get the volume, and then he won't get the touchdowns. And then sometimes he'll get the efficiency with the touchdowns, and he won't get the volume. And then last year you had Geno Smith getting hurt. That sort of affected the efficiency. But to me, he's still one of the best number 1 receivers in the NFL. I think Geno Smith is actually – I know a lot of people are pretty out on Geno, saying that, Sam Howell's going to come in for him at some point. I actually think that Geno Smith is an underrated NFL quarterback. I would have him in the same tier as, your Goff, Tua. Geno just has something else where his arm talent is genuinely insane. He makes throws that we would sort of drool over from NFL draft prospects. And of course, you can kind of say the same thing for guys like Jameis Winston and Joe Flacco. And, they're not in starting positions for one reason or the other. One maybe being age, one being decision making. But Geno Smith can sling it, man. He was hurt last year. You get the Ryan Grubb system. So Ryan Grubbs comes in, new OC. They're going to want to air it out, play fast. And to me, that's just really exciting for a guy like Metcalf, where I wouldn't call him a post-type sleeper, because obviously he's not a sleeper. He's a third-round pick. But someone that it feels like hasn't truly risen to that status that we saw since his, it was year 2 with Russell Wilson that he really, really popped off. I could really see things come together for Metcalf, where he becomes like an early second-round pick heading into 2025. That's a take that I'll spout off here real quick. Dean Johnson's in here. I can't say I know which one is you. Maybe Des Got Slabs is you. No, Marcus is Des Got Slabs. We got Brendan in the 5 slot. Okay, so we got heads in here. Been a silent watcher for 2 years and finally made it in. Hell yeah, dude. Paper Ape in here at the 101. Okay, so we got heads, man. We got Hem Slinger at the 9. All right. We got Clean Dirt at 103. Runs a college basketball nowhere, therefore plus 10,000 aura. Brock, you see, we got a sick recruit. Seton Hall did a sick transfer from Province. Seton, don't let me go on a Seton Hall rant right now. We're gonna take T Higgins here, my 35th ranked player, best by ADP here. T is one of the easiest buttons to press on the board. 4 straight wide receivers here, so we are just absolutely pissing right now. But we'll talk about Seton Hall for just a second here, and we'll get back to football. They keep on bringing in these transfers that, like, of course you have like Kaderi Richmond, and you have the top guys that are like going to their last year. Their top 2 recruits, transfers right now, like 4-star transfers, were like high 4-star recruits, pretty much like highly touted high school guys that had a slightly underperforming freshman year. So that's kind of exciting that like there's a lot of upside, I think, with recruiting like 4-star sophomores that maybe underperformed a bit in year 1. But as I've seen with my heart get ripped out with Kaderi Richmond, there's no guarantee that they even stay long enough to fully develop, and they might just use Seton Hall as a stepping stone. So whatever. But we got a kid from Ohio State and a kid from Province that, same story of 4-star recruit, underperformed as a freshman, looked to transfer, tons of upside. So that'll be fun. I love Shaheen all the way. All right, so let's see. That's my college basketball rant for today. And we're going to sprint to the podium to get Mark Andrews here. Holy dude. This is a really fun 0 RB start. Really fun. Fellas, what do we think about this start so far? I love this start, dude. Tyreek, Waddle, Metcalf, T. Higgins, Mark Andrews. I mean, that is about as good as I could draw it up from the 4 spot for a 0 RB team. Should have gone Bijan? Nah. Me? I'm not going Bijan until Jefferson, Chase, Tyreek, CeeDee Lamb are off the board. You can talk me into Bijan over Amon-Ra St. Brown, not the other 4. You think H will get to Tyreek? I don't hate that call. I've been tempted to put him at the last of those top 4 and put Jefferson and Chase ahead of Tyreek Hill, but it is tough. He could just be a monster again. Are you taking Garrett Wilson or Drake London over Puka this year? I have it Puka, Wilson, London personally. We got Shug BTW at the 12 spot. Marcus at 8. I like Henderson round 2. I just think he's more of a speed back. I don't think he has physicality. That's fair. You love some Metcalf. This Grubb offense has me hyped. Yeah, 100%. Metcalf has the spike week ability with the high A.2. I do like me some Metcalf. DK is young Amari Cooper. In a good way. Bears wide receiver room is going to be a mess. Keep me away. I've been taking a lot of Roman Dunze. Yeah, people love to say Geno Smith is not a good quarterback and that he's like, I genuinely think that he's going to stick around until he truly falls off. I don't think that that's going to come this year. Like, Geno's genuinely a good quarterback. He was just banged up last year. Seattle brought in Washington OC to be their OC. Maybe DK playing an X receiver role. Yeah, exactly. I could see them using DK kind of like Rome. I mean, the issue is that you can't kick DK inside at all. But I'm in on the Seattle offense, man. I'm in on it. Was taking Garrett over Amon-Ra St. Brown last year. Bad process, and if not, does that mean Garrett is undervalued this year? No, I think Garrett's just fine. He's a good 1-2 turn pick, but he's tough. He's tough. We're so in on the 103. Wait, really? Province is a good program. It's a great get. Yeah, dude. Higgins feels like such a cheap way to bet on the Bengals. Yeah, I agree, man. I do love me some I do love me some T. Higgins. Unk, how we living? Don't call me Unk. I'm living good, though. I'm living good. I'm eating good. I will say, too, I know that I've gotten some comments, Ron, where's the videos at? Where's the videos at? I'll be honest, since Memorial Day weekend, definitely have taken it easy, where I've gone down the shore the past few weeks. Also doing some stuff on the back end where I'm trying to rearrange the basement down here. I'm also scheduling things like dentist appointments and trying to get that shit out of the way before the season gets kicked off here. But I would say expect like probably one video the end of this week, and then after that, slowly start trickling in. Where we'll be like maybe one video this week, then like 2 or 3 the next week, then another 2 or 3, and as we get into July, it'll be 3, 3, 4, 4, and as we get into late July into August, damn near daily plus daily streams. We'll ramp this thing up. Don't you worry. This is my job, so I'm not going to run away from you guys. It's just a matter of I want to get my ducks in a row before I really put my head down and start putting pen to paper on content and stuff. And it's not a super green time to post videos anyways. So let's see. Where's my rankings? In terms of the ADP, we have Kenneth Walker at the top. Not getting a crazy discount on running back right now, which is what I would really like to wait for. But I don't mind taking Kenneth Walker as our RB1 in a build like this. We already have Metcalf for a little bit of correlation. I'm actually coming around on Kenneth Walker. I don't think Kenneth Walker is a smash pick by any means, but compared to like Mixon and Rachaad White, who are kind of like projection bros, where you can kind of pencil them in week 1, they're going to get all the touches, they're going to be good, they're going to catch passes, and good offenses. Kenneth Walker not quite the same, right? We don't know that he's going to catch passes. We don't know how much Zach Charbonnet is going to be in the mix, but we do know that this offense is going to be, at least I think this offense is going to be good. We already bet on that with DK Metcalf, and then also, I'm much more certain than these projection guys like Kamara and Rachaad White and Joe Mixon, who are really more projections, like volume plays. I'm much more certain with Kenneth Walker that he's actually a good player in real life and is a good football player, and will just his talent will kind of insulate him from like Charbonnet eating into things or him just sort of being a complete bust. So I think he's a nice high floor player. He's also somebody that can rip off a 90-yard touchdown and give you some nice spike weeks. If you score double-digit touchdowns, we're kind of cooking there. So that's the way that I lean with that pick. Now, we have 4 receivers here. You could talk me into waiting on wide receiver. Like, you could talk me into not taking Joe Burrow here, maybe taking like a Deontay and going 5 receivers again. But I don't want to get too cute, so I think we're just going to take Burrow. You could maybe get a falling Burrow or something. We're going to get too cute, man. We're going to get too cute. We're going to go Deontay, actually. We went Deontay. Look, I was debating Burrow. I really was. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't see a huge tier break from Burrow to kind of some other quarterbacks in that range too. And there's such a I kind of don't mind taking Deontay there and creating like a really big squeeze at wide receiver, because then after Watson's gone, there's gonna be other teams in this room on this side of the board that feels really weak at wide receiver. Feel like they have to take a receiver, maybe reach. And I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 of the 7 players on the other side of the board already have quarterbacks. So we'll see what comes back to us. I don't know. That might blow up in my face, but we're trying to build super teams here. So I decided to take a wide receiver, and that'll give us more flexibility here throughout the rest of the draft. I'm curious what you guys think about that. So sadly, Hurley returned to UConn, so the conference will be theirs again. That's true, but I also do like, I don't hate having a true powerhouse in the conference, because if UConn like wasn't good, then there wouldn't be as many opportunities. The fucking committee didn't care. You're gonna send me on a rant here, Brock. Not the committee cared. It's not like they cared that Seton Hall beat UConn, but there's at least something good about that, where you can face them and potentially get boosted with a win over a team like UConn or something. Yes, sir. That's what I was talking about. I can't even say this out loud. Garwi Dual. I think he's the guy from Province. I'm talking about his ball takes again. Yeah, here we are. Love that start, too. Yeah, me too. Big East basketball in shambles. Team is elite. I like Andrews at that price. We'll see if I land the little... Take all the aura that I ever had, man. Take it all. I take Andrews early 5th almost every time he's there. Yeah, I agree. I like the idea of having Mahomes and Pacheco. Yeah, I don't hate it. Yeah, Gino was banged up last year. Both the start. Yeah, the offensive line was terrible. How are you doing this summer? I'm older than you. I'm chilling. Been having a good time. I'll say, dude, it's crazy, man. I'm 23, but I didn't go to college or anything, dude. I can't keep up with my buddies. Like, We went out. There's a bar down the shore. That was I posted a picture on Twitter that actually kind of did numbers. I was like, do you think that they know that I draft 37% Antonio Gibson? And it was just me at a bar down the shore, but it's called Bar A Beat the Clock, where like I think like beers start like 25 cents at 8 p.m. and they go up 25 cents every hour on the hour. So everybody just flocks to that bar on like a random Tuesday down the shore, but it gets packed out. It's crazy. So that was fun. My buddies are trying to do it again this Tuesday. I'm like, I can't do this every week, man. I can't. I was in a body bag. Why so low on Keenan Allen? Old slot, new team. I just think that Rome Odunze really eats into his routes by those playoff money making weeks. What warrants Drake London being that high? Per route efficiency, and now Kirk Cousins on the team. Wow, and we get sniped on Burrow. Fuck you, Rocco Flocka. Not even a single Bengal on your squad, man. God damn, you hate to see that. Miami, Seattle, Higgins. Look, we flew too close to the sun. We got burned there. Let's go Mostert and do the Miami thing. We'll go Mostert here. We'll just stack up a bunch of Miami playmakers. We'll see what comes back. We got too cute. I tried to get Bro to come back. I did. I should have kept my mouth shut. We were about to do it until you guys sniped me. But I think we'll be fine. We have other outs of that bet anyways. We have like some Seattle correlation. Can always strap together like 3 quarterbacks on this team. You could talk me into a couple of things with this team. Love your team so far. Thank you. I think you guys are going to start to hate this team as I scroll down. Bears versus Seattle, 43. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, that's what's going to happen in week 17. I think we're going to go Jordan Love here. Like, I'm not crazy about it, but he's the last of like a really solid quarterback. I don't feel a ton of pressure to take another. Like, you could talk me into taking a running back here like Pollard or Benson or whatever, but we just took Mostert. We're going to really hammer running backs here in a second. And Love is kind of the last of a tier for me. So we'll go Love, and you guys might be like, oh, well, you have no Packers. I don't know why I'm struggling here, but he's easy to stack later, man. We're gonna have chances on Wicks, Dobbs, Musgrave, Kraft, Marshawn Lloyd. There's gonna be a lot of opportunity there, so I don't know. Am I a little bit upset? Like, the 2v2 here would be like, I don't even know what wide receivers are on the board. Curtis Samuel, yeah, so it wouldn't have been a wide receiver, but this Deontay pick, it could have been Burrow, then probably Mostert, and then either like a Kurt, like I guess this could have been like Tyreek, and then like maybe you pray that Mostert gets here. I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think of how we played that. Maybe I should have just gone Burrow and played it safe, but to me, Love and Burrow project pretty similarly. And I got, I could have taken Burrow at 76. He wasn't going to come to 93. So it's Burrow at 76 or Love at 100. I think I'd rather have Love at 100, even though he's not stacked with anybody. So we'll see what we can get rolling here with Jordan Love. You'll see young Marshawn with Kenneth Walker. I like that call. Bet on a Malachi Coleman. You mean Corley? I like that. Ken Walker seems to be perpetual mid-low RB2. I don't know that I buy that. He's had, like, his rookie year, he flirted with, like, ETN numbers, I'm pretty sure. Like, down the stretch. Asking for a friend, how do you deal with pooting on live stream? Is muting too obvious? That's a crazy question, man. Dude, this mic, not to say that I just, like, rip ass on here. I genuinely don't, but if I did rip ass, you wouldn't hear it. Because this mic, like, I don't know, I'll snap. Like, that probably didn't feel good, I'll be honest, but, like, that's on the other side. So, I don't know. This mic really only picks up things that are happening right next to it. Seton Hall and Indiana State deserve to be in. I'm still mad. I'm still mad about the 3 bids, Seton Hall not making it. You guys are giving me flashbacks, man, just when I sort of forgot it all. What else we got? What else we got in here? There's so much Metcalf and Roma manifesting. Yeah, I have that as well. All right, so let's see. Let's see. We're now on the clock here. Pick 117. We're going to go on Dontavion Wicks here. I think we have to just kind of take our medicine there. If we don't take another wide receiver until like the last round, that's fine by me. Like we're pretty much good at receiver at this point. I'm trying to think of like what else. Miami. Okay. I got some ideas here. Oh, Malachi Coleman from Nebraska. I can't say that I am familiar with his game. Robbie Avey deserved to dance. I kind of like that. Ripping ass. I mean, that's what my boys have called it my entire life. All right, let's see. What's going to be available to us here? All right, I was praying for Tua. So we're going to take Tua here. Okay, so that's nice. We have the Tua stack with Miami. We have the Jordan Love stack to Dontavion Wicks. Little thin at running back right now. Maybe should have snuck a running back in at some point. But these next, these next 6 picks, we're just going to hammer the hell out of running back. So we'll see how that goes. Definitely thin at running back, but I think we're going to be able to land the plane here. Yeah, no, I was going to tilt my face off if Tua got picked there. I won't lie. There's going to be hell to pay if somebody took Tua there. Now we have the Miami stuff. What running backs are we looking at here? Yeah, okay. We're not dead. We got options. I think we'll be all right. I could have sworn that somebody said Raka Flocka. So I could have sworn someone said that they were picking from the 5 spot. I could be wrong though. I think I'm barred from saying IU is back after last year, but it's hard to not like all the transfers we got last year. You'll at least be a tournament team. We'll see. I liked Indiana last year too. I thought that Khalil Ware was going to be. I think I'm saying his name right. Was going to be the guy for you. He was not. NBA guys really like Ware. I don't know. He's a little bit too passive for me. A little bit too passive. I don't know. Maybe he develops into something. What else you guys got, though? What do people got going on? What have people been up to this summer? You guys been having a good time? I say it all the time. I've seen actually pretty cool when I run into you guys, especially I'll be down the shore at a bar or whatever. Every once in a while, someone will be like, all right, you make videos or whatever. So yeah, that's very cool. What else we got? Yeah, let me know how your summer's been. You've been drafting. You guys in these poodles. If you guys have any hot takes for this fantasy season, get them off your chest, man. Let it fly. Let it hang loose. We got any takes for this hockey game? My 2 bets is I put in before the series started. One of the biggest bets of my life on Panthers to win the series. And then also, not one of my biggest bets in my life, but a nice chunk of change on Panthers to win the series. And then also, I did in May, Bobrovsky, $15 to win $250 that he wins the Conn Smythe. And that's actually looking pretty damn good. Of course, lots of game left, though. Need the Panthers to actually win the series, and we also need him to still stand on his head the entire time like he was. Let's see. All right, we're going to take... I'm not crazy about Eckler, but Eckler, ADP 123, we get him at pick 141. That's fine by me on a team like this where we need running back firepower. Do you think next year will be an even more wide receiver heavy draft environment, or do you see it regressing? It depends how the season goes, man. It depends how the season goes. If Hyperfragile or Double Hero RB smashes next year, and a lot of those top receivers don't do well, we could definitely see it. I think some of the issue is just we could definitely see it going back to running back if this class, like Brock is saying, is the next 2017. This rookie class coming in, we need we need youth and talent injected into the running back landscape right now, and we just don't have it at all. We're going to take Ty Chandler as well here as like a bring back on our Green Bay stuff. I'm telling you guys, we're going to start making up for lost time at running back here. Don't you worry. So, yeah, I don't think I can get any more wide receiver heavy than this, but who knows? I've been good, still fumbling baddies left and right. I feel you, man. I feel you. Been running that same pick and roll game, man. You know, get me a couple drinks, get me down at the bar. We're talking, we're chopping it up. Next day, sober in the text messages. Not the same magic, man. Not the same magic. Looking like, you know, at the bar, under the lights, or actually no lights. A couple, you know, adult beverages, maybe a few. Looking like MVP Cam Newton. And then the next day, you text her, and we're looking like New England Patriots Cam Newton. So, Frankie, I do feel you on that one. Everyone I like to draft has a Week 12 bye. I feel it. Zach Ertz, tight end 1, 14 point per game. I don't know. Still Panthers in 5. I like that call. Where's your go-to beach? Go-to beach. Probably Point Pleasant for me. Probably Point Pleasant. But if I was if I lived in South Jersey, I would probably say Cape May. I think Cape May is probably like the most beautiful part of Jersey. But it's like a 3-hour drive for me, so I'd rather not. I've already talked about it, but what are your thoughts on the finals and who are you rooting for? Oh, NBA finals. I really thought the Mavs had a chance. I just wanted the Mavs to make it competitive, but it seemed like the Celtics are going to clean up. Hot take, Dak gets hurt. Trey Lance comes in, finishes the season. Dak doesn't get an extension. Lance QB1. You know what? I like that one. I'm sicko because I can't stop taking late round Drake May with one of Polk or Baker. Yeah, I keep doing the same thing. The league is moving more towards passing. You'll get more wide receiver heavy, but it's already really wide receiver heavy. How many drafts today? This is number 2, and then we're hopping out of here for the tip-off of the hockey game. I know everyone hated that I said that. I like that call. It'll be really good. Hot take, Bijan will outscore Jefferson this year. Huh. Half PPR? I don't hate that. But it's something that my buddy Sanderson, Jacob Sanderson, has pointed out before, and it's a good point that even if you think Bijan outscores Jefferson, doesn't necessarily make him a better pick than Jefferson because, like, Josh Allen's going to outscore both of them. You know, it's always about positional value, especially in a format where it's 2 running backs to 3 wide receivers and a best ball and kind of the value over replacement of the whole thing. Like, there's a little bit more nuance than just that. Not really suggesting that you don't agree on that, though. God damn it. We're going to take Kamani Vidal here. I'm not even a Kamani Vidal guy, but I'll take him. I'll take him here. Why not? I'm not crazy about Kamani Vidal. I know some people really like him. I'm trying to think of like what else we need here. You could talk me into a second quarterback, but I don't think so. I think Love and Tua will get us to the promised land. This is going to be like a 2-7-7-2 build, I think. What do you guys think about that? 2-7-7-2? I don't think we need a third quarterback with Love and Tua. You could talk me into like Justin Fields, though, if you wanted to. Last round, Justin Fields, you could absolutely talk me into. Let me think through some of this correlation here as well. We have Miami to... Who the hell does Miami play? Cleveland, right? Miami, Cleveland. So that doesn't really do anything for us. Miami, Cleveland, and then Green Bay, Minnesota. We already have that going. You guys like any of these running backs up top here? We have like I like Khalil Herbert. I actually don't mind Chuba Hubbard. I don't mind Bucky Irving. We're not going to... Like, Geno would make sense for us given the stacks, but I don't think we need 3 quarterbacks. Right? I'm curious what you guys are on about. I don't think, right? I don't think we need 3 quarterbacks in this build. And if we did, okay, so thank God. All right, so Geno went anyways. We don't really need to decide on that. We need one last tight end, but we'll wait on that. We'll probably go with like Jonnu or like Kraft and just kind of get some last-minute correlation here. Let's see. So Jaleel McLaughlin. You guys have a favorite running back between these 4? I think I probably will take Khalil Herbert here. If he gets sniped, I don't really care. I mean, I'm fine with like Hubbard, McLaughlin. You could talk me into, no, I don't really think we need another wide receiver just yet. I will take Khalil Herbert. I can't stop taking him. I just can't. You could make a case for one of these other running backs up here. You really could. But I can't quit Khalil Herbert. I keep drafting him. He's good at football. That's verified at this point. It just comes down to opportunity. He could get traded. We could see a swift injury. So I don't know. It's tough not to take him. If you never stop drinking, you never lose that magic. Hot take: Bo Nix, best rookie quarterback in fantasy this season. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. That's fair, David. I didn't mean to misinterpret that. Yeah, so everyone seems to think, yeah, I kind of agree. I think two quarterbacks works, but you could certainly talk me into a last round Justin Fields if you wanted to. How late does Kraft go in these? Late. Okay, so he goes late. All right, that's interesting. Marathon? Come on, Bindles. In June? Nah. Not tonight. I mean, look, we're revving up the engines, all right? We got 2 off this week. I've been saying we're going to start putting out some videos here soon, looking towards redraft. I think our last Dynasty video, I want to do a Crazy Ambassador video. That'll if there's a video this week, it'll probably be that. And if we do one other Dynasty video, it would be a 2026 rookie class preview, which I'm not crazy about. I don't think any true freshman last year was all that great. I'm trying to think of like who you'd have to look at, like Kevin Concepcion. I think Eugene Wilson would be another one. Darius Taylor, CJ Baxter. Okay, I mean there's some. It wouldn't be maybe I'm kind of underselling them. Arch Manning, of course. You're gonna have Khalil Herbert and Ty Chandler exposure this year? Yeah, I'm on that same way, man. Herbert was trending positively last year. That injury didn't help him. Yeah, the injury was brutal, man. It was like, what, Thursday night, and he like rolled his ankle in a weird fashion. Let's see. So we're gonna be up here. We still need like one more wide receiver, one more running back. One more receiver, one more running back, one more tight end. You guys like 2-7-7 too? That's where I'm leaning. What do y'all think? I think 2-7-7-2 is where we end up here. There goes Tyrone Tracy. I'm going to take Jonnu. That might be too much Miami because now we're going to have Mostert, Hill, Waddle, Tua, and then Jonnu as well. We're going to actually go Elijah Mitchell instead here. We go Elijah Mitchell and take a tight end on this next pick. I don't know who we're going to take as his last wide receiver either. Could be, I mean, we could go Green Bay. We could go, we talked about it earlier, but we could go Bo Melton or something. You could talk me into Elijah Moore on the other side of Miami. Yeah, we'll do 2-7-7-2. Yeah, that's the issue. I mean, the issue is I can't run, like, the quarterbacks from that class, I can't really run through the model because they all suck. Or they all sucked as a freshman, which is fine. We had Dante Moore, Malachi Nelson, trying to even think through who was even in that class. Who was even in the 2026 wide receiver class up top? As like big time recruits. Not Isaiah Bond. I know Baxter. I think Jackson Arnold is a 2025 guy, or am I wrong? I might be wrong. Nico Iamaleava is fun too, but again, like these guys don't have enough numbers for me to really do much besides just say, oh, I think that this guy's kind of good. Yeah, we'll just take Jonnu here. I'm fine with that. We'll take Jonnu. I didn't really see no wide receiver on the board really stood out. You could definitely talk me into, oh, well, maybe this is too much Miami with Jonnu, Hill, Waddle, Mostert, and Tua, but I kind of need this offense just be electric. And I'm probably fine with betting on that. And then this last pick is just going to be some random wide receiver, either on Green Bay or some kind of bring back, or just somebody I like. Like, I don't mind a guy like Jalen McMillan. Ooh, Zachariah Branch. No, Zachariah Branch is 2026. That's a good shout. Carnell Tate, maybe? Carnell Tate might be as well. I want to say Darius Taylor out of Minnesota. But yeah, it's not super, super clear. There's not a ton of names that you love. Put myself here. Why not? That'll work. Apparently, Luke Getty made a super bullish comment about Zamir White, at least according to Coach Speak Indes. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't doubt that he's going to get the work. I don't doubt it. I just wonder... I don't know. I just wonder if it keeps up by mid-season, you know? I'm trying to think. There just feels like a lot of ways that Zamir White goes wrong. I will say, though, I think in home leagues and boomer leagues like FFPC, I'll be all the way out. But, I mean, like, 9th round Zamir White on Underdog, I'm indifferent to. I'm indifferent to it. I'm fine with it. Yeah, Rashada, but I'm not all the way. Like you can have a bad first season as a quarterback in college and still be all right. I like Arch from that class, but tight ends are super tricky. They don't really emerge until late. And you guys have been trying to think through like who the top wide receiver recruits were last year. I know Zachariah Branch was wide receiver 1. Ohio State definitely got like Carnell Tate was the other big one. All right, so I should have been thinking about who we're going to take here. Could take an uncorrelated Jalen McMillan. I think we're going to go Bo Melton here. I know somebody was shitting on the Bo Melton pick, but why not? We'll get a little bit more correlation with Jordan Love, and I actually kind of think Bo Melton's a good player. Rutgers, I believe Jersey boy as well. His brother, I think, got drafted this year too, Max Melton, who should be pretty good. So, yeah, we'll take Bo Melton there. Sort of a dart throw 18th round pick, but I am a fan of this team for sure. Oh, yeah, Jurion Dickey's a guy. Ikeem Williams, yup. It's the Seawalk gets hurt team. That's what I'm saying. But all right. I'll give you guys a quick rundown of this team here, and then we'll head up out of here. I appreciate when that came out. I mean, hour 30, 2 drafts, nothing new. This is what we do. I actually have Deuce Robinson on a team. Deuce Robinson's fun. I think there's concerns he's going to play baseball, though, is what I've heard. Come on, does this draft end yet? 18. There we go. Okay, so here's the draft. This is what it ends up with. It's a 2-7-7-2, pretty hardcore 0 RB. Jordan Love, Tua, Kenneth Walker, Raheem Mostert, Austin Eckler, Ty Chandler, Kamani Vidal, Khalil Herbert, Elijah Mitchell. We go Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle to stack to Tua along with Raheem Mostert. We get DK... We get DK Metcalf, T. Higgins, Deontay Johnson, Dontavion Wicks, and Bo Melton to stack to Jordan Love. We get Mark Andrews as a nice little elite tight end there, and then Jonnu Smith to stack with our Miami guys again. This is actually probably one of my favorite teams I've drafted so far. I loved that start through 5. I think we landed the plane okay, where we went Tyreek, Waddle, Metcalf, Higgins, Mark Andrews. Like that is a really nice start through 5, and then I think we landed the plane where we got Kenneth Walker as a nice little like anchor in a 0 RB build. And yeah, we got 2 quarterbacks that I think are probably fine in a 2 quarterback build. I think that we played this just right. But regardless, I appreciate all of you guys for coming out here. As always, again, that was an Underdog draft. That was a Best Ball Mania draft on Underdog as well. Underdog has Best Ball Mania, which is $25 to enter. If you want to do something more low stakes, right now the Poodle is live on Underdog. I'll actually show that to you guys right now. The Poodle is live. It's going to fill really, really quick. Yeah, so this is it right now. It is 72.4% fill. You can see like current entrance, it's already going up literally as we speak. So I'm probably going to enter into a bunch of these 8 hours per pick slow drafts. Definitely something to hop into right now. $7 to enter, $40,000 to first place. You really can't beat that kind of contest in June. So if you want to get some early drafting in, make sure you check that out. Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code Ron. They'll match your first deposit up to $250. They'll match half of your deposit. So if you deposit $250, they'll match $125. If you deposit $50, they'll match $25. And you can hop in here, get some drafts done. Again, the link is in the description, comment section down below, and the live chat. You click it, use promo code Ron, and they'll match your first deposit up to $250 as well. I appreciate you guys for coming out. It was a pleasure. It was a blast. And as always, I will see y'all in the next one.